Wild like a snake in the grass, fingers twitch fast, orders thrown in, dreams on the line, world spinning again. Shots like a maze, my head's on fire. Failure whispers, but I aim higher. Pop test gates trying to shake my pride. Won't stay down, I'll break the tide. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Test after test, I'm kissing the edge. Risk and reward, I made my pledge. Futures clash, the screen's alive. Bankroll breathing, it's how I survive. Fear and greed, they speak my name. Fight through shadows, win this game. Strategy tied, I'm locked and loaded. Profit streams, my brain's decoded. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Ooh, I'm moody for the bag, man. Like looking at the tag, man. I'm just ready for another tear. We'll keep our stand, get current now. War moody for the bag, man. Like looking at the tag, man. I'm just ready for another tear. We'll keep our stand, get current. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Eyes on the screen, blood starts to dance. Tickers run wild like a snake in the grass. Fingers twitch fast, orders thrown in. Dreams on the line, world spinning again. Shots like a maze, my head's on fire. Failure whispers, but I aim higher. Pop test gates trying to shake my pride. Won't stay down, I'll break the tide. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Trade the chaos, make it mine. Turn the losses into shine. Grit and sweat, brick by brick. Crack the code and make it stick. Test after test, I'm kissing the edge.
Hey guys, how are you? Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay. If screen is good, if everything is visible, let me know. Give me a yes, give me a yes, give me a yes. We are hopping right into it. Oh, I need my coffee. I'll be right back. All right, coffee is starting out. I'll be popping back out. So everybody sees the screen. Everybody hears me okay. We're all good to go. We're jumping right in. Good evening, everybody. Good morning to everybody in Asia. Asia Power Hour is starting, and today we're going to test and we're going to trade exactly the way we traded in North America session. Brand new way of trading, sort of, just sort of a more derivative, more refined way of trading than we've been doing before. Very, very simple. Essentially, we're going to be trading. The key thing that we're going to do in Asia, we're really going to simplify it completely, is we are going to trade pure momentum trend shots. So what that means is, like, if you look at this chart right now, this is the NASDAQ chart, right? The NASDAQ chart has the blue line, which is the short-term moving average, underneath the purple line. You guys can see it a little bit over here, right? And what that means as far as Asia session goes, and I'll be right back. Let me get my coffee. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. If I don't have espresso, I'm going to be useless for the next hour. So what that means, as you're looking at the trading that's going on right now, is trend is negative, right? Blue underneath the purple, trend is negative. So in a negative trend, we're going to take no counter trend trades. We're not going to take any green dots at all. We're just going to stick with trend signals. So that means we're only going to take red dots when they appear. We're going to trade them on this super hyper short scalping basis. 5-point target in NASDAQ, 20-point stop, 10-point target in US 30, 40-point stop, and $1 to $4 in gold. Where's gold? Gold is positive, but I'm actually missed the trade in gold here because I was doing other things. But gold is positive, but you can really see gold very, very clearly here as positive bid. And what we want to do is take the green trades in gold until they stop working. So in this case, let's just take one right now. We'll take this. I'm a little bit late on this trade. I should have been in here. But here we're trading $1 target, $4 stop. And win, lose, or draw, I kind of just want to go through this practice with you guys because I want you to see how much more powerful it is to trade trend, momentum in trend, basically. That's what we want to do. We want to trade momentum in trend. Hang on just 1 second. Sorry. In terms of our trades. Now, all of this particular trade is mistimed. The trade should have been over here. That would have been, fully resolved over here. The NASDAQ trade is actually legit. I took this red trade over here. However, as you can see, what's happening in NASDAQ is the trend is actually changing, and the trend is changing to positive. You see that the purple line and the blue line are coming together. As far as the US 30, still negative trend over here, and we're short US 30 off this red dot. So we're going to let these trades play themselves out, win, lose, or draw. If we turn positive trend, we'll get positive larger. We'll just go the other way larger. Since we're trading very, very small size to start with, we have ample room to flip ourselves the other way. But today, in Asia, I really want to try to trade trend only, no counter trend trades at all, just to get ourselves into the habit of doing the best trades. I ran the numbers today by the way, those of you guys who were in the US with me, I passed another 50,000 on Apex. And so now I have 4. So I'm done. I'm no more evals for me. We're going to trade evals on wealth charts until I pass those. And then we're just going to trade pure funded accounts going forward for the time being. But what's astounding today, as I was looking at it, is that the trend dots were like 90% accurate, meaning that 9 out of 10 trades resolved on a short scalp basis in trend momentum direction. So in Asia, it's probably not going to be nearly as accurate because Asia is nowhere near as trendy as North America. But regardless, I want to get into this mode of trading momentum and trend. just doing those type of trades and letting the chips fall where they may, especially on small sizes where if we get into a kind of a choppy situation, we can resolve it with larger size, because that's where the highest odds are. That's where the best probabilities for this type of trading are. And I'd rather do the easiest part with you guys continuously. Good evening, English with AI. Good evening, Trevor. Good evening, everybody. There's so many. I bet you there's a lot of new people in the room here. Who's new in the room? Say hello to me. Tell me if you've traded with us before. Happy to explain to you exactly what we do. Let me put my hang on a second. Let me just put the join link in here so you guys can join our free room, get the free courses. If you're interested in day trading, the courses are all free. You can get all of that. If you want all my tools, it's super easy. You just simply have to open an account with ACAP. And this particular tool, this particular indicator, my scalping indicators and my execution tool, yours for like a $500 deposit. That's it. Just open an account with them, $500 deposit. Let me put the ACAP link in here too. It's awesome. All of this is all proprietary. I had the trading tool done for me. You'll see how good the trading tool is. The trading tool has the stops and targets all laid out in there. See, my hands are totally free. I've already set all this up, and it's trading by itself. And when it hits target, it's going to get done completely. And I could change my target just to show you. If I wanted to change my target on US 30 after the trade has already been done, let's say I want to make it 8 target, I can set that right there and have it execute. Anyways, we're going to sit here tight, see how the price action tries to resolve itself. It's early Asia. We had very, very strong positive trend all throughout the US. Obviously, great news out of China yesterday. Good news out of the Middle East. Looks like Trump is signing like $1 trillion worth of deals. There's a really, really interesting tweet I saw somebody talk about today. I thought it was interesting. He was saying that it's a massive realignment of the global economy in which the Saudis are going to play a very important role in a completely different way, in a similar way, but a completely different way than we think about this. What I mean by that is Jensen Huang from NVIDIA was there. Sam Altman from AI was there. Obviously, Elon Musk was there too. So, they weren't there just to shake hands. Saudi has huge amount of land, huge amount of sun, right? So solar power, which is at 21% conversion, could create something like 35 gigawatts of power in the desert. So basically the point being is you could create these massive compute centers in the Saudi desert powered by nothing more than the sun, which would be able to create massive computational capabilities and huge, obviously, post-oil revenue for the Saudis. The Saudis clearly becoming the linchpin in the whole Middle East peace process because they're going, the idea is you would use Saudi energy, Israeli high technology needs. They're already cooperating unofficially. They'll, for all intents and purposes, they're going to make peace with each other. I mean, they've already made peace with each other, but they're just playing footsies just to assuage the Palestinians. But I mean, if it's impossible to predict this, but if Trump can really pull this shit off, which is like essentially create even a cold peace, just basically take the Palestinians out of the terror equation, take them, just get them to be quiet and not attack Israel. That frees up Israel for obviously huge amount of high technology development, opens up Saudi for massive technological and energy power, and adds UAE, which already, of course, has relations with Israel, for investment and development purposes. And it's a really interesting idea that you're kind of developing all of Middle East into a cauldron, instead of being a cauldron of conflict, a potentially a massive growth spot, hot spot of growth, just like UAE has been a great example of hotspot of growth. So just sort of interesting, because the reason why I'm ranting and raving about all this is because that's a uber bullish case. That is literally an uber bullish case for the equity market going forward, because cheap compute, cheap production means everything in life becomes pennies on a dollar, right? In terms of production, robotics, all of that stuff. So ultimately, that means very, very powerful long-term moves for equity markets. From our perspective, it really doesn't matter. We're trading the short term. We're trading the 2-minute chart. We're scalping. We're trading the near-term trend, and we're just simply trying to follow it in the best possible way we can. Right now, this instant, Asia trend is when will the eval account? I'll set that up. Just email me, Gaetan, and I'll take care of it. What am I looking at? I'm looking at target. What is this? Oh, US 30. This is US 30. I'm trying to look at US 30 trade. You notice, by the way, I changed the US 30 to 8 just to show you how I could change the targets on the fly, to show you how good this little tool set is. I can even change it to 7 if I want to right now, and boom, the whole trade should be done. Right? Am I done? No, now it's almost done. Sorry, I can't see without my glasses. Almost done. So I shortened it to 7 just to get just to show you how I could shorten my targets, lengthen my targets, so on and so forth. Obviously, it's Asia. It's a little slow. We're fighting spreads a little bit here. My target is 78.14, which means I got to be around 76. It's got to be 76.14 to kind of get done. A little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Am I done? Not quite yet. 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 I'm just, I'm watching the 70. It's got to be 76, like 10. Did it make it? 76.20. You see, it's 620, 695. Oh, it was 695. Almost got done. The spread just didn't make me do it. I could close this trade out if I wanted to right now, but I'm just letting it float just to show you it's a small size. It hits. If it doesn't hit, we will reverse our position to the long side. For now, the shorts still dominating trade in Asia trade, and we're doing fine. Hey, Ruben from California, welcome. A lot of Pacific traders with me, which is great to see you. It's 4:00. Okay, so you saw the US 30 got done. Turning our attention to NASDAQ. NASDAQ is just doing nothing. NASDAQ is twirling around here, doing nothing. One interesting thing that I'm doing in Asia, I may actually do this in North America, is, in North America, I was saying we're going to use the stops to the high of the candle as a stop. One of the things that I did today as I was looking at the trades is, if you actually hold the 20 stop 5 target, or 1 stop 4 target, and not trade the highs, the lows of the candle, just simply hold it like that, but within trend, meaning you're only trading longs in an uptrend, shorts in a downtrend, right? In this case, by the way, this is not even clear. We're not quite clear. This is actually an uptrend. We actually need to probably close this trade. Honestly, I'm going to close this trade out, because what happens here in this particular trade, if you can see it, is the blue went above the purple. We're actually now in an uptrend. We're going to let this stay quiet for a minute. And if we get a green dot, which is a green, upside momentum dot, we're going to trade that. If we get a red dot, we're going to do nothing, because it's really not clear whether the trend, if you can see it over here, if I can get a little bit bigger. See, the purple is, well, now the blue is dripping. Look at this. I closed it out, and I would have totally made money on this thing. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Next trade we'll play it out. what's happening in gold here? I'm just being very, very quiet on gold here. Gold, as I told you, was just a late execution. And again, I'm just using gold to sort of trade trend. Gold here, you can clearly see the purple is very much above the blue, so we're still positive trend. And if we get a green momentum dot here, may take a couple of minutes, may take 5-10 minutes. I'll just get larger in gold. I'll just add to the gold position, as far as that goes. But NASDAQ is neither. There's no signals here. NASDAQ, because the thing with the NASDAQ is that the blue is above the purple. It's a positive trend, but very, very compressed. The markets are really not sure if they want to take the trade up or down right now. And until we get until we get a little bit of clarity, we're not going to take any more of our dots. So it looks like I got clipped on gold as well. Okay, gold goes negative. Everything goes negative as we start. Even though we have red dots in gold, and again, I told you guys, I'm going to take a lot more hits with you. I'm going to take a lot more stops with you in this particular session, precisely because I want to just show you the idea of trading trend only, right? And today could be a really terrible day for doing that. Maybe we're just going to be chopped all through Asia, and we're going to get clipped out. But what I want to show you is that when you get clean trend moves like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 4 or 5 consecutive winning trades. That's where the money is at. All of this, small stop loss stuff means nothing in the long run, right? There's a question here. If you have a top or bottom in a trend and it starts moving out of trend, do you still trade the dots? Yeah, because in this particular structure, we're going to stay stubborn to trend. Now, if you get a situation where the trend is changing, you're not going to get any green dots, right? You see, there's no green dots here. So I'm not really being put into any negative positions because clearly a trend is changing right now, but it hasn't changed. It may just simply be converting. Now, on the other hand, look at this. Now we have a green dot positive trend. And what we're going to do is, we'll just get a little larger on NASDAQ because we started very, very small size. We can go 10 times this size if we wanted to, but we'll just start with we'll just do a 20 on this. And we're going to wait until the candle closes. And if the dot stays green, we're going to take this as a trend trade. And we'll see if the trend actually is establishing itself as a positive trend in NASDAQ, right? Let's see if that's happening. But first, we need to make sure that the dot stays and that we get the momentum candle going on here. Momentum disappearing right now. I got 17 seconds. If the momentum disappears, we have no signal. The great thing about the indicator is when there's no signal, there's no trade. It keeps you out of a lot of mediocre setups and generally helps you get into quality setups most of the time. Does that make sense, Joe? Okay, so no signal yet. We are still tiny positive. The blue is still barely above the purple. We would need this particular candle to rise all the way up through here, or maybe this is going to go back down. We'll see. I'm not holding my breath either way. In this case, we have in the US 30. I want to sell this. US 30. I should have sold it earlier, but it's fine. We sold. This was the we're negative trend here. Clearly negative trend. I have a red dot from all the way over here. The signal should have been from all the way over here. So I'm fine on taking this trade here to the short side. And, we'll see how it goes. Let's see if NASDAQ is changed its way. NASDAQ is basically did a small positive trend, which, spooked me out of a trade that would have resolved. And now maybe going negative trend. We'll see. They're all fishing for direction, trying to look for what the trades are. It's 8:05 actually. Asia should be coming online. We should should be able to get a little bit of directionality out of this move. In the meantime, gold had a big corrective move and is now actually slipping well below that 32.50. I posted today that I thought gold is really in a corrective mode. and for the most part, it's going to be sell, a sell signal trade. I just, the rules tell me I can't do it until the moving averages converge to the downside. In the meantime, US 30 coming down in trend. Where's NASDAQ? NASDAQ is showing me sell, 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 sell. Okay, I'm short NASDAQ because this was negative trend, red dot over here, targeting. I guess the US 30 got done. So now we just, NASDAQ, we're just targeting the 201 on the trade here. So 201 would be the target. Let's see if we can get that done. Now US 30, I'm going to reset this, and if this candle stays red dot, I'm going to sell it again. I'm going to sell it again. If it stays a red dot. 58 seconds left on the clock. Sorry, what was the great point, Joe? I don't even know what I was saying. Gold's still holding on barely to the positive trend, but let's see how it plays out. NASDAQ came super close to hitting my target, but just couldn't make the spread. All right, that's fine. We'll be patient with it. Gold showing positive. Now, we could trade counter trends, but I'm not. I don't want to trade counter trends at all today because I just want to trade on the trend side, even if it costs me a little bit in this session, just to show you once we get momentum trades going, you'll see I maybe get 2 or 3 in a row. That's really where the money is at. It's all about doing trend trading with momentum on quality setups. And just, staying flat to small negative when it's not going our way. All right, gold. No, sorry, where's gold? Gold is negative. Gold looks like it's turning. The blue is just about ready to dip against the purple, so it's almost turning negative. I mean, if I was 39 seconds left in gold. If this thing turns red, I probably will sell it just because it's almost at the crossover here. 15 seconds left in gold. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, sell. All right, with short gold. Let's see if gold is going to do anything for us. And now I'm watching, I'm looking for a red dot in US 30 to see if I can get a short in the US 30. Doc is asking thoughts on VWAP. I have no problem with it. My friend Austin trades VWAP all the time. I just find no need for it. I don't need to overcomplicate things. By the way, look at gold, guys. Look at gold. Look at gold. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Just got to make spread. Just got to make spread. What's our target on gold? 44.66. 44.66. That's got to come down to around 44.40 in order for me to get done. Just missing spread today, guys. Just really, really missing on the spreads. A little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Look at that. We were like 85 cents. We're trying to make basically $1, 100 cents. We're at 85 cents and just missed the spread. But I'll be patient. I'm not moving off these targets. Was that 44.66 on the bid? I need 44.50 probably. What's my spread in gold? It's it's 13 cents. So yeah, 55. 44.55 on the 44.50 on the bid. If I go 44.50 on the bid, this should make my trade. We'll see. Oh, there we go. We got done on gold, right? Just stayed very, very patient on gold. Got done on that. Where's my US 30? No trades yet on US 30. But US 30, if it gives me a red dot over here, we're going to go short US 32. So now we're negative trend, right? Now negative trend on gold. And we're just going to trade the red dots in gold. NASDAQ negative trend, and looks like we're getting close, and we got NASDAQ almost done. Come on, done. What's going on with NASDAQ? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. NASDAQ got done, right? NASDAQ got done on this trade, and then we got, where's US 30? US, I'm getting confused with so many trades I have. US 30 is actually a trade about to be entered. We're about to enter this trade. We got 22 seconds left. This is a red dot short in a short trend. We're going to trade momentum. 17 seconds left. Just going to wait patiently because we want to enter always on the close of the candle. One very cool thing, by the way, is I can actually automate this process with this tool, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to do it manually. All right, I'm short this, and the target is going to be 56. Let's see if we can get a little bit of US 30 done to the downside. Let's see if we get a little bit of flow here. So you were asking me about VWAP. I have no problem with VWAP. You could probably trade that. I know a lot of guys in my room like to use that instead of just my simple, 8200. But I'm really the essence of my strategy is momentum. The momentum dots is really what creates the opportunity. The moving averages are simply there to just provide you with a bias, right? And of course, you can have two biases. You can have a trend bias and a counter trend bias. Like, if you're a counter trend trader, you're constantly looking for tops and bottoms. I'm an inveterate, tops and bottoms picker. It's always a bad thing to do, and I'm really trying to just kind of change my behavior, specifically because all the winning trades are on the trend side for me. And I mean, not that I make counter trend trades that are winning trades, but just like literally the vast majority is on the trend side. And when I'm trading with you guys, I kind of want to show you the proper techniques, because it's really, when I live trade with you, it's all about technique and just showing you, best practices so that you can then learn and trade yourself, because it's really all about you learning to trade yourself using my techniques, which is why I kind of decided, let's do Asia. We're going to just win, lose, or die. I don't care. I don't care if we, hit 10 losers in a row. We're going to just trade trend momentum just to show you, even in Asia, which is by far the least trendy session in the world, that the best possibilities are still trading momentum and trend. As you can see, the NASDAQ resolved, the gold resolved. When I started trading trend, they all kind of started to resolve much more. You see these trades started to resolve a lot more in our favor. We're early in the session. Got plenty of time. We can find the opportunity. So now we're going to be looking to see. We're going to look for negative red dots in gold, no green dots because gold is negative. Red dots in NASDAQ. NASDAQ needs to show me a red dot. So until we get those, we've got nothing else to do. So do you trade VWAP, Doc? Do you do that? Who actually trades VWAP? Let's do a little poll here. Where's my poll? Let's do a little poll. It's going to be very simple since I hate typing. It's going to be VWAP, yes or no, like meaning that you're a VWAP trader or you're not a VWAP trader. Let me know. I'm actually curious. As I said, I have no problem with it, but I really don't feel I have any need for it. So I'll leave it alone. US 30. Kind of consolidating a little bit here. Markets are really, really quiet. Not much really going on over here. The key direction seems to be actually in gold, which fell about $10 over the last hour. That seems to be in a little bit of a corrective mode. I think if we go like on a long term, but the cool thing about MetaTrader is I can actually go like on really long term. Like let's go look at the daily chart on gold. And you can clearly see a double top, right? Just a clean, clear double top, right? Wow, this is actually interesting. I've never looked at this. This is my momentum dots. Wow, holy cow! Look at these moves. These are my momentum dots on the daily chart. So if you wanted to be like a huge, daily trader. Positive trend, only take the green dots. Boom, winner. Look at all these winning trades on the daily charts. Holy shit! I never even realized how good this is on the daily chart. Wow, that is nice, huh? I'm just not a daily trader. I'd kill myself before I trade the daily chart, but totally possible. And all of it are yours. Okay, so what do we got here? I'm going to reset gold. Oh, I thought I had a red dot in gold here. Let's see if we're going to get that movement. Not much happening. Okay. You said you use like 7 indicators. Well, that's the thing. I'm a huge believer in less is more. Gold is $4. You can see it right here. $4. You see that? $4. I'm just waiting for this thing to do. Watch this very cool little technique. I can hit this, hit sell, and now it's going to automatically sell for me if the candle is red. It's a candle close function. Like, look how cool this little tool set is for me. It's going to automatically put me into a trade. Like no hands. I'm doing nothing in my hands. It's going to put me right into the trade on the momentum move here. Boom, and I'm in the trade. Okay, see if it works out, but it's fine. So now I can actually unclick this. The only problem is I hate unclicking it, and then we just let it play out on gold. What's happening? What's this NASDAQ? Where am I in? Oh, am I in this trade? No, I want to reset NASDAQ. NASDAQ is a short. I want to sell this. Selling NASDAQ. NASDAQ gave me a red dot, negative trend. I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm just going to keep selling it until it stops working. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But the basic idea is that there should be a minimum continuity in trend with momentum. That's what I'm betting on. I think this is like the third or the fourth pure trend momentum trade. Like once we kind of established a little bit of a trend, we're able to get that momentum, get that traction going of 2 or 3 consecutive trades in a row. No, my limits are not trailing. It's just a stop target. That's it. Straight up. Straight up, straight up. I have a tool. I have another tool that we can use that has 2 exits where it goes half break even to exits. I don't use it here, but you could easily do it if you wanted to. When I'm trading with you guys in Asia, I just want to show you the shortest, simplest, cleanest scalp trades. But as I said, if you join our group here, the courses in there, there's like 4 different strategies inside of this indicator that you can trade, including some very, very big positional strategies. Almost. Come on, almost. What's my target on this thing? What is this? It's 90.68, which means like it's got to be 88.68 on the bid. So we'll see if I can actually make that 88.68. It's got to be 90.68, 88.68 on the bid here. See, it's still putzing around here on the spreads. You don't need indicators for what I'm doing, Christopher. Is that what you're saying? Pretty much not. I mean, you need the dot indicator because it's a market structure indicator. But yeah, I keep it very, very simple. As I said, I want to trade momentum in trend. So like I want to sell momentum in sell trend, buy momentum in buy trend. And I want to scalp it for very, very high probability trades. And you can see that once you catch these generally, if you think about this, trends last between 45 minutes to about 90 minutes, right? You have like a sustained selling action, sustained buying action. Sometimes if you get a really, really great news-driven structure, they're going to last for 2 or 3 hours. So if you have 2 or 3 hours of sustained buying momentum or sustained selling pressure, there's a lot of opportunity there to scalp out and capture quick trades, right? That's really what I'm trying to do here. That's really all that I'm trying to do here in terms of structures, right? It just in Asia you got to be very patient. It's very slow. But that's what it is. You have like this sustained momentum. It goes back to what I talk about in US. It's the most basic Newtonian physics. Object in motion is going to stay in motion unless it's going to be counteracted by another object. You saw, by the way, that the US 30 just got done, right? US 30 trade got done. So that trade got done on the chart. So that was nice, clean trades. Let's see what NASDAQ wants to do. Can I get the NASDAQ? NASDAQ needs to be 88 bid. If I can get 88 bid, I'm going to get this trade done. Let's see what happens. Is it going to move? $89, $88. Come down, baby. Come down. 88 bid. Remember, we're trading CFDs. We always need to make the spread. That's the devil we pay. The devil we pay. 88 bid. Come on. Nope. Can't make the bid. All right. That was super, super close, but couldn't make the bid. Now, would I close it out manually? I could. I'm not going to, just because I just want to do best practices. Again, I want to do just best practices. By the way, you guys saw how gold, went against us now and now just totally flipped around again into trade. What's my gold? 83.90 cents. I need $1, 94 cents, 97, 99. Boom. Gold gets done. All right. That trade got done nicely. And all that's left is nursing the NASDAQ. And again, I'm just being stubborn. I'm being stubborn just to see if I can make the make the spread. Let's see if you know, it's just me against it's me against the spread. That's always that's my Asia story. You know, that's my song for Asia. It's you and me against the spread. As I said, I need 88 on the spread. 88 bid. 89. Even 88.80 will do me. Come on. Really, really gonna tease me. Oh, there we go. And we're done. All right. Now, have no Sweetwater. What's up, baby? What's have no? What does that mean? Yeah. So you agree with me that sort of like basically trend slice is what I call it. This is what I would call like a trend slice, right? Like let's just like where you're gonna have a continuity of prices going down or continuity of prices going up, and that time slice. I guess it's going to be the proper explanation is time trend slice. Trend time slice, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever. You guys get the idea. It's the duration of time that price stays in a continuous trend. Let's imagine that, on short-term charts or using 2-minute charts, it's like a 60 to 90 minute duration before it, usually flips around to the other side. And sometimes on really, really juicy days, you're going to get like 3 hours, 4 hours of continuity. So within that, imagine how many red dots you're going to get. You're going to get lots of maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 red dots. All those red dots are momentum opportunities to make the P&L. And you notice, by the way, so I've ignored all counter trend trades today, and look how my trend thesis validated itself. I got clipped on stupid executions and all this shit. I started negative. And at the end of the day, I'm positive. I took myself positive. Last 7 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6 trades were all trend trades. Were all positive, and they were tiny. I could have done them 10 times the size of this thing. But that's not the point. The point was just to get into the good habits of doing this. Oops. Sorry, guys. My chair is falling apart. And let it go. And not be the idiot that I always am, which is where I love to trade turns. I would love to buy this green dot. I love to trade turns, but it's bad habits. It's a non-productive trade, to be able to do this. I'm going to reset everything here so I'm nice and clean. Reset everything here nice and clean. And you see continuity, boom. Now we have reversals, right? And yeah, there's nothing better than trying to trade reversals this way. It's a lot of fun, but it's not a high probability trade, because for every beautiful V-shaped reversal, you have a lot of fake outs. You have a lot of stop outs. So what were we trying to say? Have no what? You kind of you stop mid thought. Are you trading? You've been lurking, but yeah, I agree that I have problem holding on. Oh, I have no problem have no problem holding on. Oh, for trend. Yeah. So like guys in my room who are like Sweetwater, who's a really, really good continuity trader, what he will do is he'll take the first red dot and just hold for the next 7 dots. Like if you have the capability of being able to be in a trade. Good job, Gaetan. Gaetan is you're killing it, baby. Nice job. Let's give him let me see if I wonder if I have the, hang on. Let me see if I could do this. Oh, I used to have so much fun with this crap. Let me see if I can do this. Where is the money tree? Oh, here it is. There we go. Gaetan, you get the money tree. You get the money tree. Good job. Nice job. Good trading. So I mean, my point is that you guys, I'm forcing myself to be better in my practices so you guys can actually get the benefit of seeing this. The whole idea of trading live is you actually see theory put to test, practice made perfect. And the more confidence you have in my overall structure, which is, hey, let's just pound trend until there's no more trend. And then when we get new trend, let's get there and pound it again instead of trying to play both sides of the market. I think it's going to be a more productive session. Hey, GFOS, how are you, man? Nas has another sell trade. 11 seconds left, right? We'll take this. We're going to wait carefully. Until make sure we close this. But let's see if we can get a continuity trade on Nas. Sell. All right. Short a little bit of Nas. Let's see if we get a little bit more on Nas move. I won't lie to you. It's certainly a little bit more difficult with CFDs because I got to make the spread. In a way, with CFDs, I gotta be good for 7 instead of good for 5 in order to make the trade go. But it's still totally viable. The great thing about CFDs, of course, is the granularity of size. If I'm wrong on size, I can flip myself around the other way and totally not just only recover but get net positive. And because of the granularity, I can trade small sizes. Like on this large account, I can trade small sizes and just with high degree of confidence do 100, 200 an hour, nice and clean. I honestly could do 1,000 to 2,000 an hour if I really wanted to do size. But I don't want to. Again, good habits. I don't want to over leverage and over margin the accounts just to show you, what a big swinging dick I am, because it's all about having good habits. Oh, VWAP. So half and half. It's interesting. Half the room trades VWAP. I'm totally down for you guys trying to use VWAP as a. Okay. This is if you were the CIA and you wanted to find out if I'm not a native English speaker, the one word you would make me say is VWAP. This is very funny because you guys know I was born in Russia, right? But obviously I've lived here forever. I don't really have any kind of an accent. I speak like a native New Yorker pretty much. But it is so difficult for the Russian to go with VW together. You can do V, you can do W, but when they're together, it is such a tough pronunciation. I always wind up going VVAP. That's where my Russian comes back, like with this. So just a quick note: if you were ever going to be a CIA interrogator, it's like, did you guys ever see Inglourious Bastards? Do you remember the scene where Michael Fassbender, who pretends he's German, but he's actually American? In Germany, I think they show. How do they show 3? I forgot how they show 3. They show 3 like this, or they show 3 like this, whatever. Anyways, he does it the American way, and the German guy instantaneously knows that he's not German, that he's a spy. So, similar thing with VWAP. It's a similar thing. This trade, again, very, very tough, simply because it teased us on the came very, very close to spreads, but it didn't work. I'm letting it float. We'll see how it trades out. Is this the bottom in Nasdaq? We're gonna start a rally wave, maybe. As I said, generally I want to run 2 or 3 dots in a row, and then after that I'm sort of gonna let it go. But the key thing is, I said, it's not about making every winning trade. It's about having the good technique here. Yeah, that's the one thing. VWAP is the one word that will trip me up. What lot size for a $100,000 account on NASDAQ based on the fact that you're advocating against leverage? Great question, Frank. So as you can see, I'm using tiny. I'm basically, I started with $10 trades. Now I'm doing $20 trades, right? I think that's a good way to begin trading, right? Like if you do $100,000, $10 trades is fine. It's minuscule. Once you get comfortable, the sweet spot, like sort of the starting spot, in my opinion, is probably around, without getting too crazy, probably $40, maybe $30 to $40 trades. That'll be my opening bid. If I'm wrong, I'm going to flip to like a $60 trade. If I'm wrong again, which is very, very rare, I can go up all the way up to like, a couple $100 trades, right? And even if I go to a couple $100 trades, that's so within my margin. You see, I'm using, how much margin am I using? I have 47,000% margin, right? Super, super tiny. But the reason why is because I intend to be doing, like in this particular structure, I'm looking to do 10 trades an hour. Let's just run the math. I want to do 10 trades an hour, $10 average a trade, net winning trade, because some of them are going to be plus 20, other ones will be minus 40. If I can do 10 winning, 10, that's $100 an hour. That's fine. Now, you want to do $300 an hour, you probably start with $30 trades, sort of like that. Gold, there was a turn. I missed it. Oh, sorry guys. Shoot, I missed the gold trade. Well, I can't get them all because I'm talking. But yeah, the gold trade would have been good. This is a great example of being short gold. And you see, this is the other thing I was going to say, Frank, is there is no shortage of opportunities. You literally, the way I sort of figured it out, there are between 3 to 5 dot trades in trend per instrument per hour. Let's just say there's 5 trades. Let's just say there's 3 trades per instrument per trend per hour, right? So if I'm only taking trend trades, I'm doing 1 instrument, that's 3 trades an hour. If I do 3 instruments, that's sort of 9, 10 trades in an hour. If I'm being very conservative and I just want to try to do kind of a net 10 per trade, it's $100. If I want to try to shoot for net 20 per trade, that's $200. Again, nowhere near am I'm not, I could do $2,000, per hour and not really breach my margins on a $100,000 account. But that's not, that's not what it's about. It's about having good risk control, right? It's about not being greedy. I mean, that's the key thing is, the motto of my scalping is enter late, exit early, don't be greedy. That's my whole motto. You stick to those principles, you tend to really build up the P&L really, really nicely. Does that make sense to everybody? I think I'm gonna make that a shirt. Enter late, exit early, don't be greedy. Yeah, exactly. MGC retrace back. So is that because Wells Ross? I don't know. Black Hat. I'm not. We don't talk futures in at night. We're trading CFDs because I want people. This is really for people who trade CFDs and be able to trade with my friends at ACAP. Happy to answer all that crap when we trade futures. Like the only rule I have at night is we just trade CFDs and we trade with my friends at ACAP, who I absolutely love, and on their platform because they're providing everything. Everything you see here, I give it to you if you open an account with them. So just simply open an account with them, email me, and you'll get my flash trader tool. You get my indicator. You'll be able to trade exactly like I do on your account. Who's got? Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll, and everybody, please answer this if you can. I have a CFD account. Yes or no? Let me know. Because I want to know how many people here. I know there's a lot of Americans here that can't have it. That's fine. You guys just hang out. You get the principles. You get the ideas. You can trade futures contemporaneously with me side by side. But for everybody else who's trading CFDs, let me know. I'm actually curious. Who's got it? Where's US 30? US 30 not showing me any signals. Okay. We're kind of chilling like a villain, doing not much. I missed all the gold moves because I've been yapping. But the gold trade here was for $1 and another. There could have been two more. It could have been another $40, $50 worth of gold trades that I just simply missed because I'm yapping. But it's fine. No, sorry, I don't have the subtitles for the recording, unfortunately. But I think it's going to go on YouTube, and I think YouTube will automatically subtitle it, right? Doesn't YouTube automatically subtitle stuff? I think it does. I think you can ask it automatically to do that. So not that many CFD traders today, huh? Ooh, wow. Only 30. Well, those of you guys who do have CFDs, this is for you. That's nice. That's what I like to hear. Thank you, Gaetan. All right, guys, I got to wrap up a little bit. Oh, it's actually 8:45. I got to wrap up a little bit early today. I'll let you know tomorrow how things go. But today I sort of wanted to establish this principle, which I'm going to try and carry over into North America tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how well disciplined I am. But we're going to carry this principle. Let's just trade momentum trend. I call it momentum trend. Like Einstein called space time. So we're going to call it momentum trend. Meaning that we're going to trade momentum in trend as our dominant scalping technique. And you saw this work very, 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 very well over the last 6 or 7 trades. The idea is let's just do $100, $200 a session trading momentum trend only, and kill it. This is with me missing lots of opportunities because I missed a few trades here as well. But let's do it, okay? Yep, my pleasure. Okay, guys, everybody have a great day. Everybody enjoy. I'll see everybody tomorrow, same time. We're going to pick this up and push this forward to fresh highs, okay? Thank you, guys. Everybody enjoy. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.